This is fire.
It's so awesome.
Okay, we are live. Tomo.
I'm gonna get my laptop going just in case I can't get the video because it'd be good to see us, right?
Okay, yeah, definitely. It'd be good to see the smiles that's saving the world.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we live with it.
Yes, we are.
So, today we linking with some people from Brain Arts Organization, you know what I'm saying? We got DJ WhySham and Emma and Sam.
Yo, what up?
Yes, sir. And we with Seefour.
Wink, wink. What's good, man? What's up with the world?
Yeah, today we just gonna ask a couple questions. So, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, actually, I'll start. I'm Sam P from Dorchester Art Project and Brain Arts Organization, the nonprofit that runs DAP. And actually, DJ WhySham is finishing up a Spark FM online show in the other room, so she'll be rolling in a minute. And Emma's going to bring me the laptop to see if we can get a video going. We could jump over there. You want to try to join this thing? But anyway, that's it for now. And then I'll have them introduce themselves when they pop in.
I bet.
The video's not working.
You can say what's up, though.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
That's Emma right there. We got Seefour.
I don't know. This doesn't have a charger.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We're good. The show must go on.
We're gonna figure it out.
Bet.
Sham's coming.
Cool.
I heard you're breaking up the podcast.
Yeah,
I am.
for everybody that's tuning in, we're gonna have some questions for them. We're gonna play some music. Performance happening. It's gonna be good vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
It's all provided by Teen Empowerment.
Yeah. Shout out Teen Empowerment, man. It's lit. But yeah, as far as for everything, I am Seefour. Seefour. Yeah, man. Today I'll be excited to ask some questions and answer some questions. Whatever the people want to know. And we'll be definitely getting people informed on what's going on out here. And the community while this pandemic's going on. Pass to you, Tomo.
I don't know what to say on that, Yeah, we just waiting. We're having some technical issues. If you're in the live, comment what you've been doing during this quarantine. Y'all know what you guys been up to.
Facts. What has been keeping y'all engines running to do more and create a TE stew, bring the heat, bring in the heat. We always bring the heat.
Drop some shout outs in the comments,
Yes. But what have you been doing, Tomo?
I've just been chilling, just working, either working with y'all or I'm working on beats right now. I'm working on a beat tape.
Right.
Excited about that, yeah.
Is quarantine giving you a dope how could I say creative juices? Or has it been?
I be like I feel like because I'm always in the house, like I feel less motivated to go do the beats or whatever I have to do.
Okay.
I'm more motivated to do clothes than I have beats because like usually I'll go about my day and do what I do. Like I'll go thrift or I'll go out for the day or I'll go to studio session, and when I get home, then I'll be able to go lock in and make beats. But if I just wake up and I'm already there and it's like I don't have anything to do today, I don't have anywhere to go.
Right.
It's like,
Okay.
So,
hey, okay. I don't know. I've been very to myself and reflecting, I would say. Just because of, I think sanity is a big part of being inside. Like you said, you might have everything to your fullest ability to work, but it's like, what energy is those things around you giving you? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm in the mood to write, sometimes I'm not. I got the studio equipment here too as well, as you know. So I'm trying to pull honestly creativity from others that's far away, close. Even if we I know people that's very like live right down the street from me, but we're artists and we're creatives, so we're trying to connect on that. So
yeah, facts.
But yeah,
you can't force the creativity either. You just gotta let it unfold and happen.
Facts. That's true. And then when it comes down to everything, I just been excited just to be on stuff like this and just bridging the gap between everything.
Yeah, You've been working hard too. You got a video out today, right?
Yes, man. The On God video dropped today on my YouTube. Also, too, I'm doing an On God challenge where I'm giving $40 to the best TikTok. I made my first TikTok last night, and it took me like an hour, bro. It was hard. I'm not even gonna hold you. I felt so old trying to work that app. I was like, yo, it just keeps deleting stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I figured it out, and I wanted to do that just to fuel people, towards the just the message in the song, and a lot of what I'm speaking in that song overall has a lot to do with what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Like we should, I feel like every person should feel very godlike and feel very like embodied in themselves, to the point where it's like they believe in themselves to do whatever is possible. And I feel like a lot of souls are crushed by what's going on right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And they need that push and drive. So the video put the cherry on the top of the cake, and I think it's like it's just dope to see it come all together.
Mm-hmm. Is the hashtag On God Challenge?
Yes, On God Challenge. So literally, you do a TikTok, post it via IG, and tag me, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to win $40. And it could be you doing anything, literally anything. I don't care.
Creative. You gotta get creative.
You gotta get creative.
The challenge.
Facts. So, Sam, what have been some things y'all have been doing in this quarantine to keep everything busy? I know y'all got a lot of relief funds going and helping people out. So, what's been the part of that? Like,
yeah, it's been kind of like in phases, where like the first phase was sort of just like, wow, like what are we doing? How do we respond to this mess? Like, what is our like duty as like a community space,
Yeah.
But that took like weeks, right? Like it was just like weeks before, I think it was like whatever, March 13th or something, right? When like we had to cancel some stuff and people were saying like, oh, maybe stay home. And at that point you're like, all right, we're a community space. Like, what is our responsibility to the community to sort of like lead by example? Like,
right.
I.e. not having like inviting a ton of people over after, they're warning you to stay home. So that was like a few weeks, and we basically just realized like if we're not going to be having any rentals, like we don't have anyone over here that like makes their entire living off of DAP.
Right.
That's definitely a goal. We're trying to pay artists. That's like our commitment. So I guess we just realized that instead of, we should just try to like manage our sort of goals, right? And like not try to do something too big. So we kind of did the math and figured out how much revenue we'd be like losing on the rentals. And we just set that as like a manageable goal, basically just to get us through May and, unsure how long it will go on. And now here we are, at the beginning of May, and we're kind of looking towards phase 2. Like, what are we going to do differently that, kind of like engages and like inspires the community, like virtually. Right. So, I mean, here we are, right? This is like a prime example, like T's ahead of the game,
Right. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's something that is so dope, to the point where you can reach out to your community and figure these things out, because a lot is going on, and when you can feel relief that things are getting better and things are okay, and you created a plan yourself, with your team, and y'all brought y'all minds together to come up with the conclusion, it's always a good thing. It's always great.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're surrounded by like great minds, right? I mean, like WhySham's in there. They've just Spark FM just started their own Caribbean music radio station. It's like incredible.
Shout out Miss Hot Sauce.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're just, it's a squad, I mean, it's a big team of people like making this incredible thing happen. And I mean, just in time, right? Like when we need more like virtual and like digital, like gathering space, like, I don't know, I'm inspired by everyone around us. I mean, we're just the spot, but definitely people step up. I mean, if you have an idea, you want to like live stream from here, or we actually had like the Arts Equity Summit, was a pretty incredible thing. An event put on the Arts Connect International puts it together.
Yes.
Big youth presence there, I mean, that they're huge for us because well, there we go.
It's kind of
Sorry.
You might gotta be are y'all in the same room?
Yeah, there we go.
We got it. We look like boomers right now. All right, here we go.
We're not boomers.
Hey! Sick.
Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can hear us, right?
Yep. You can
Oh,
hear
yeah.
fine. You're tapped in.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. You want to put it up there?
Yeah, whatever. What was I saying?
how everybody's coming in and is bringing togetherness within the space and WhySham and what people are doing, and you said through your platform things that y'all are incorporating.
Yeah, I mean, just taking leads from everybody. I think just that's like a big thing for us is sort of like reaching out to the artists that are out there and finding out what they want to see and what they want to hear. So we're talking about actually launching a like a DAP open mic, like a virtual versus sort of thing where like the DAP open mic community can still participate and like send videos and stuff. And then we'll put it together for like a blog post, right? So it's a digital means of getting our sort of people, our voices out there. But, I think that just takes like feedback, and you want to like reach out to, the community organizations and the poets and the artists that and find out, what they're doing. Because that's where we get our ideas from. You know what I mean? It's not just the two of us, it's a crew.
That is dope. That is different. And I know too, the open mics have gotten really big. They've gotten really huge to the point where they packed the room. I remember one time I came in and it was just packed wall to wall. Some people didn't even get to perform, and then and there was still a running list, because that's how Dorchester Art Project is so incorporated in the artist's talent and the people.
Were you there for that last one with the fire escape and everything?
Yeah,
the fire alarm? Oh my god! Shout out to
Omi.
Omi Luck. So sorry, Omi is like didn't get to go on. It's like the one performer who didn't get to go on that night.
Yeah. But it was still dope. It was still, and even then, like we made it out the building together. It was it's always a together thing. Always a together thing.
That was like an omen for 2020, if nothing else. But yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely like taking our time in terms of like our adaptations. Like we're not like rushing into anything, but we're kind of just letting ideas like come together organically and just rolling with like what we're hearing from the community.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's like been kind of exciting to just think about how flexible and adaptable we are and like which direction we're going to go. I mean, this whole situation really sucks, but I guess that's the silver lining, is that we're like still figuring out how to serve the artists that we love. Yes. So
that is dope. Tomo, you got an input on
that? Yeah, it just sounds fire. It's like keeping the community together in a time of peril, which is like very important because we're all going through the same thing, even though we're so far apart. As far as with the social distancing thing. So I'm glad to see that that's happening.
On God.
Gotta happen.
What activities did you find you guys like doing like during this quarantine? Like, have you been doing anything more often since it started, or?
You mean like as a organization or sort of like individually?
Individually.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely, I think it's not, I just think it's a time of healing, I mean, it's such a difficult time for, we have it easy. Like our business is like suffering, and we at least have like a roof over our heads and everything, right? So we're just like grateful all the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I guess I just think it's like a sensitive time for everyone. So I think everyone just should give themselves a little headspace and like physical space. In addition to the social distancing, right? But like just for healing and like self-care and like doing more exercise and more reading. I mean, for me, like I spent a lot of time just sort of like looking into artists and trying to figure out like how we can get people, some bread. So that, I mean, whatever. I love that. That's what I do anyway. But
it's our hobby.
Yeah, it's kind of like the hobby. Like that's why we're so like productive. But no, in addition to that, I think I'm doing a lot more of just like stretching and sort of just like taking care of like my physical and my mental, because it's just tough for everyone out there. Like I recommend that to everyone. I think you shouldn't like have guilt or something over like taking a little bit more time, because it's just a stressful time. Like we're all waking up like surrounded by sort of like bad news, even more so than normal. So definitely, yeah, I would say the self-care is the big thing for me. Definitely like, yeah, the push-up challenge. Like I got like pinged for the push-up challenge. I've been going at that.
Yeah, I'd say I've been making a lot more art, which is great. I mean, I'm a professional like muralist, so a lot of my in-person gigs were canceled or whatever. Sucks, but I've been making more like digital art, and I think that's kind of great in a way. Like I kind of lost the pressure to constantly be like, creating something for something else, or like, you know, working towards something like all the time. Like it's just this crazy pressure. And now I'm kind of just like, this is fun. And then like more along the self-care route, like I'm just like working on stuff that like feeds my soul a little bit more. So that's been good, honestly.
Is it like graphic design or is it like digitally drawing, like with
Yeah, I have Procreate on like the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil and everything, which is like really the bomb. So I've been doing some portraits of people. I don't know if you guys know Divinity.
Nah,
He rocks. He's like come to open mic a bunch.
Yeah, he's a regular at the DAP open mic. Yo, it's Divinity on Instagram.
Yeah, shout out Divinity. He was one of my first commissions. So yeah, just doing a few portraits like that, basically.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are staying busy with this too. I mean, I know
this is lit. I've never seen this platform before.
This is great.
StreamYard.
This is the new radio show.
Yeah, shout out to Nate. He found this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nate, the guy, he was like, you got to check out the StreamYard, and it's been very efficient for what we've been doing at Teen Empowerment with the senseless with the theater committee doing the senseless audio readings, and then us on the music committee side getting to still build with each other and not being in flesh, and it's just been dope, honestly.
It seems really
that's a big inspiration. I mean, I don't know if you're necessarily gonna like bring that up, but I just wanted to say that teen empowerment is so inspiring to us because at Brain Arts, I mean, we were started by with the idea, with youth in mind, basically, and like youth culture is like at the center of everything we do. Because when we started booking all ages shows. You know what I mean? Like the clubs are cool, like House of Blues, whatever. It's all great, but those places are restricted by age. So the kind of thing that got me going on booking shows was finding like all ages spaces where I would go to like a storefront or like a barbershop and like ask them if we can do a concert in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was sort of that was like what Brain Arts has always been about. Really, is sort of just like youth empowerment. So it's really like I really look up to the youth. Really, and so teen empowerment is like totally a part of that. So I mean, it's just great to like connect with you all like this. I go to the Peace Conference. I've been the last 2 years. Like it's all dope. So it's cool. It's cool to connect with the music committee too, because that's all the theater committee side, right?
Yeah, that's the senseless. We would have had the conference for it this year, but since all this went on, we decided to kind of go with a different route and put it into an audio book, which in school that used to be a very important thing, like to just be listening to the audio, that the actors or someone reading it out, and everybody has been doing a great job. Shout out to the theater committee, really.
That's what you guys do. And like I don't know, like I just think it's so dope to see y'all creating your own platforms, because like the future is yours. Like we're gonna be like working on the future together, but like
I mean, you guys feel that at all too? Like now I'm like I'm like interviewing you, but I mean, you guys feel like that? Like you're part of like this bigger movement here? Like, I mean, I see that just from Bernie Sanders, like all the way down to like, I don't know, just youth, like teen centers, like doing their youth programming. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like, there's a wave, Do y'all feel that?
Yeah, I think like the youth are starting to become more hands-on with everything in their community, because they're starting to realize as they get older, like, these are the things that are going to take place like in their life down the road. So you have to be in control of like what's around you.
Yes, that's a fact. I'll also too playing the advocate for it. I'm always too like both sides, like how y'all said y'all look up to the youth by what's up, WhySham? I had to announce it. How you looked into doing an all ages venue, because trust me, I didn't been to venues and they haven't let me in because of my age, but I'm on the bill to perform, and that's kind of crazy. And that's a big part that plays into it. So y'all playing a part in that is always great. And I feel youth as a whole, it's always just complicated trying to find what's the niche. Growing up, you're like, what do I actually like? What do I actually love? And teen empowerment has been playing a big part in that, just figuring out what people want to do and what youth wants to do. So
yeah, definitely. But you got to have, if it's not run by the youth, if the youth aren't at the forefront of it, then it's like it's not really the same, So honestly, I haven't talked to like an adult this whole time. Like it's all been coordinated by like the youth of teen empowerment. So whatever. I feel more like that myself.
Yeah.
No adults in here.
Take over. I believe it. Needs to happen.
You want to read Nadine's comments?
Hell yeah.
You definitely stepped up in a positive way. Yeah. And I have another question for you guys. What's some new things that you've learned about yourselves or just in general since like quarantine started?
We got to get better at doing the digital, the digital stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Like for really, I mean, like we just have to like, we're gonna even just like getting people in here. Like, I mean, even just doing this, like I was all slow. I couldn't get the video going for like a little while. Honestly, this is like, it is like the future. And like, I think it's like a little bit of a, I don't know. I mean, it's big, but it's like a global, you know, we're like going global basically. Like you can tune into this from wherever you're at. It's not like, you know, the Dap Up a Mic, it's dope, but you got to be in Dorchester. You got to be nearby to go there. This is the future. That's something I realize anyway, is that we have the potential to like take it global, these concepts.
Yes.
That's dope. Sham?
Very, very much so. I agree with learning new devices and technology. As a DJ, even right now, I'm DJing in the other room. Even though right here, I'm taking a break. But I had to reconfigure the computer and all the settings just to adapt to Zoom. And then I got to undo it again tomorrow for a different system. So you're just learning how to adapt each time to every place. But that it's the new norm. And I feel like that's what you should do. You don't have to be forced to do it. But that's how, you know, some people get left behind. And I just want to be in the balance of both worlds, the best of both worlds.
Right. Balanced.
Yeah, so like this has really like, I mean, this isn't really a personal thing, but it's really shown that internet is just like a human right. And like, you know, in this new future, like people need to have access to digital, you know, everything. Because that's how you find out like where free food is at, like where all the resources are at. And if you don't have that, like it's just a huge divide for people that don't have it. So that's something I've realized.
Yeah, you guys know, I mean, you know about like the hip hop transformation over at the Cambridge Community Center and like and sound and everything. You know, like that, you know, we talked to like the Cambridge Community Center and they can't even like reach some of the folks with their free meals because they don't have computers or they don't, you know, they don't get the emails or whatever, you know? So yeah, it's like, that's a really good point. It's like people need, you know, that's like an advocacy thing, you know, it's like we need to advocate for like the right to like the internet, you know, and for it to be affordable and for even just devices to be accessible, you know, I mean, I want to have like a computer lab here so people could just use, you know, we got a few laptops and like, you know, if people want to do, you know, homework here, you know what I mean? People come after school and like do their work here, like they can do that, but be sick if we had like more computers for everyone to like have that access and, you know, be part of the census and like do their other, you know, just like have their voices heard basically and like have that access. It's important.
Right.
It definitely is because we're in the technology era and it's only advancing and getting more just like complex. So we have to like keep up with it.
Yeah. Like I said, it took me about an hour to make that TikTok video and I didn't know what I was doing. It was crazy. But yeah, technology plays a big part in what's going to be going on into the future years to come now. And without that connection, you know, I always just think about like, yo, if I was really like, you know, born in like years ago, how would I do certain things? You know what I'm saying? If I didn't know or if I didn't have the knowledge to. And I feel like if this pandemic went on back then, things would be way, you know, rougher because, you know, it takes time for a letter to get to you. It takes time for this word to, it's not just, you know, by the snap of your fingers, you're looking on something and you're like, okay, I can figure this out. It's not like, you know, people can go through millions of form of relief, like relief forms and figure out who needs what. So it's definitely playing a big part. Definitely.
Yeah.
The future.
Yeah.
The future.
It's here.
I have Seefour do a song now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you know, it's also unreleased as well. So also too, I've been doing a lot of unreleased stuff and you know, projecting that because I got the time, honestly. The beat produced by Tomo and mixed mastered by Tomo. And yeah, it's called Intro to Peace. Introduction to Peace. And I called it that off of, you know, because we need an introduction to how this pandemic is going and the peace that you're gonna meet when you're, you know, introduced with it. And it's I feel like it's introduced different ways for different people, through different, you know, art forms, through you know, maybe you're experiencing something that in this moment of time is very important. But yeah, let's play it. Let's get it rolling. Is that a good call this introduction piece? Wait. Keeping all of my energy, people wanna explode. Finding the time for pieces important here on this globe. Hoping God can give me blessed sources is looking low. Never wanted to leave, but hey baby, I gotta go. See, music won't let me lead, it's been grabbing me by the throat. It's crazy how the society physically put on hold. People still getting killed, people still losing souls. Mentally feeling gold, got connection to grow. See, you don't make it out the hood unless you playing ball. And you don't make it out the chains unless you risk it all. Don't be stingy with your words, cause knowledge is the cause. Have my keys take out your palm, police keeping weapons drawn. And I gotta get the answer, cause hope is feeling low. Stay healthy, stay safe, don't forget who you are. And days have been dying from the earth ain't up to par. The feeling is real bizarre, the feeling is real bizarre. In this moment of time, you gotta have the utmost hope and the utmost love. And I wanna let you know, verse 2, I got a great God, positive replace scars. Destiny and truth, the oppressor been trying to take ours. Running with some marsh, so we can fight a deep war. Tell me if you need more, it's coming straight from Seefour. I got to be the lead boy, running over your decoy. I'm banging on these beats, boy, they want me to lead, boy. I'm never gonna die, I'm immortal to my pain. I'm changing to stay sane, don't ever say my name in vain. There's a lot to be explained, like where this world's going. A lot of the stupidity that people have been showing. Like what is gonna come to darkness if there's no light? And what's gonna come to the wrong if there's no right? I've been putting in for the fight for the rest of my life. I've been doing it good, I've been doing it for delight. I've been doing it for the people that never couldn't fight. And we gonna do it here and end it all tonight. Wait. Yeah. Happy to say I'm alive and well. Giving everything that I can. Yes, that was the introduction to piece.
Word.
Did it sound good on y'all side?
It came through over here.
I mean, we have a shitty laptop, so
yeah, we're rocking.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but that was just an introduction to piece. And when Tomo sent me that beat, I think what definitely made me connect to it, Tomo, was that, you know, honestly, that's really all I have in this 4x4 room. I'm glad I like, you know, my room is very artistic, and it keeps me, you know, in like a positive kind of dome. And you sent me the beat, and I was like, I didn't even know what to call it at first. It was gonna be like something like an Untitled, but you know, and it's like I writing it to the point where it was just like let things flow. I feel like right now, we're actually defining our structure. So I didn't even put a hook in there. I didn't do it. I was just like, I'm gonna just write and whatever comes to mind, whatever comes to heart. I want to put it on something. So yeah, that was the introduction to piece.
It's very hopeful, man. I don't know. That was like the tone I got. I mean, yeah, that's a good. It's a good vibe. You made that beat, Tomo?
Yeah, I did.
Right on, man.
Thank you.
Hitting.
It's definitely an honor to collab with Seefour. He's very talented. So
thank you, man. Thank you. And we just do, and we're doing it virtually. So it's like, you know, this is a weird time because I was never a virtual person. I would say I feel like I've gotten like that more, but you know, sometimes I still have my niches of, you know,
you're gifted with the social skills, man.
Yeah. Like
you're not. You get out there.
I'm a very in the flesh type of person. I like, you know, meeting. I like, yo, let's set up this so we can talk about this, and you can feel the energies that are bouncing off each other. So I think with what's going on now, like I'm actually calling producers. I like on I like FaceTime with them. Like, okay, yeah, well, we can do this. We could change this. We could, and it's not in the flesh, but it's been, you know, just dope to still work and not feel that we don't have to, you know.
Is that a first time collab between you two, or is who else are you working with, Tomo?
I work with a lot of the other artists in T. There's
cool.
Nana, Anezia, Exo Hakeem, trying to remember some more, Lee.
What's up, Keem?
I have a song with
I see you in the comments.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's gonna come out on the album. We're working on a album that should be releasing soon. And some
Awesome.
songs are in the senseless audio that we do. When do we do that? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, right?
Yes, Tuesdays and Thursdays around 6. But yeah, it's been dope doing that, and I've met different artists too as well doing this, and coming to a different platform. And I've always told Nate and people that I've talked to, like I've done a lot Brockton wise, fighting for a lot of causes out there, and I was born in Boston, so come back and live here for like a good year and a half. I feel like I've been connecting with the right people, talking to the right people to figure out what is the issue inner city, so I can be a part of that inner city and develop with that, to move it and push it further.
Matter of fact, man, that might have been the first time I heard about you. I don't know, was it the Lolo show? Like Lolo the God from Brockton,
Yep.
like you put on the show, and I think he that was like the first time, and that was like way back when we first moved over the space, like 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago. So, wow, yeah, there's the Brockton connection. I just thought, I was like, oh, he's from Brockton. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be like, I'm from Brockton. I was born in Boston. I still keep in contact even when I did go out to Brockton and do a lot out there. I kept in contact with a lot of people out here, and I would say Brockton was my really like hop off the stoop and like see people. I didn't really know much going out there, but I met the right people with good vibes. That's how I got started with open mics, and to then I was like, I definitely had a feeling like, well, there's a big rumble going on in Boston with stuff like open mics, because being from here, I know that there's Roxbury, there's Mattapan, there's Dorchester. So just being in a smaller environment, learning how to adapt and coming out here and adapting, it's always good. It's always great.
Totally.
Yeah, with that being said, I have another question for you guys. Would you say that art is losing its spark because of this pandemic?
You're asking the wrong people, man.
Yeah,
I was
gonna ask you that, Seefour, if you felt like this whole like you talking to your producers like over the computer, if you feel like that was like bringing down the level of your work, or is it just like making something like new? Like I feel like it's kind of an exciting time because we're just like in this environment, which kind of. But I don't know what you guys think about it.
I think it's made it definitely easier. I feel like it depends on the people. It depends on the person, honestly, because I know a lot of people that are very antisocial. So even through the, not meeting up, like at least you can catch them meeting up a couple of times, then calling them and they don't answer their phones or emails, text messages, stuff like that. But for me, I don't think it's like lost a spark within myself. I think I've been keeping myself very like, busy, keeping myself structured, and trying to, fuel new things in one spot. It's kind of just honing your skills, like having a superpower and just not knowing how to handle it. So I think this time has been giving me, that spark to actually sit down and control these things better. But yeah, I think it's been easy, and I'm a very technology person too. Like I know how to work a couple things, so I can make things happen. I feel like for myself, so it hits. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's different for everybody as well. Like especially depending on the art form too, because like I know a lot of people who paint and like they're just painting every day because like time now and they're in the house a lot, as well as a lot of makeup artists who are doing like more videos every day and they're doing tutorials and stuff like that. And like even me, I produce, but lately I've been like making clothes more often because like I'm always in the house. So I don't always want to make music. I want to try something else and do something else. So it's just I feel like it depends on the individual.
Yeah, you got the space to do it too.
I feel like people are being more creative now that the pandemic has happened because we have a lot of more free time.
I've been learning some knitting skills. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. It's just pick up something different. I don't know. Like I got that under my belt. I can knit something.
I've done a little embroidery here and there. I mean, you know about Edwin. He does the embroidery here. I mean, it's like it just looks so good. It's like if you can hone that. What do you make for clothes? What do you make for clothes, man?
Oh, I make shirts. Like I do screen printing and I do heat press and I design like graphic design. I draw and then I'll digitize the image. Yeah.
Okay, so you do it all.
Right now, I just released 2 different T-shirts. They sold out twice, so
Wow.
I'm just gonna work on the summer collection.
What's up?
All right, when we get the store back open here, we'll sell your stuff. I mean, we got local apparel, records and stuff.
I'll keep in touch.
First time I seen that story blew my mind. I was like, that
Right?
story?
The vinyl, you see the vinyl?
Yeah.
I want to get the Seefour vinyl. You gonna make a record, bro?
I've actually tapped into vinyls. I might do it with the next project. Yes, it's very expensive. And it was like, okay, you can get like 600 vinyls for like it was like 900 something like that, but like where am I putting those 600 vinyls? Where are those gonna be stacked up in my room?
True, though.
To the point where like I gotta get these vinyls off and like so we definitely gonna play at something though. I'm trying to make things definitely better. I know too, as far as myself, I definitely brand myself as a brand, and I like to bring my brand within other people's brands to make it expand even more. So I'm just trying to get down and get the right analytics, right numbers, all of that has to count for something, you know. But coming soon.
Yeah, secretly, I want to like sell tape decks here so people can get the tapes in their hand, and then we can bring back the mixtape. You know, and, I mean, that's kind of like a pipe dream. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can find them, make them cheap enough, but it's fun.
Yeah, that is. I know I'm starting the vinyl collection right now, and that's something that I've honestly missed. Honestly, too, is starting up those vinyls. I used to do like shows every week, so I used to be out, and if I'm like near, you know, Cambridge, anything like that, I'll stop at a store and just pick up 3 before I leave.
Right there.
Yeah. I got my Kendrick wall. This is the Kendrick wall, so I have every Kendrick vinyl, but Untitled Unmastered. Well, I got to get that one. And then I just got like Prince ones. I got Bobby Brown. I got like they're all just around the wall. Just
you got to get those signed. Well, not Prince, but like.
Oh yeah. She reminded me like, well, yeah, you can't get those ones, but
you know, I be unfiltered. Seefour.
Yeah.
I think now we're gonna listen to another track. This one's by Kareem featuring Kobe Corin. It's called "It's Just Time." You have that track, Seefour?
I think Nate has that track.
All right.
If anything, he could pop in.
Cue it up. Yeah.
What I got a question for you. What is y'all most memorable like DAP performance or like DAP moment?
Oh damn.
That's a tough one, man.
He said it's a tough one.
Wow.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like I remember. I think it was for the hipstery show, maybe.
Oh yeah, close. That was
I
dope.
just remember like I was like doing something else in the gallery, and then I just walk into the theater, and you're standing on the fucking speaker before like just fucking going so hard on the mic, and I was like, and the room was like crazy, and I was like, what are we doing here? Like, this is wild. Like, I don't know why that moment in particular. You had your shirt off and you were just like going for it. I'm
glad to say it's kind of a recurring thing, but I always like when there's like a, you know, there's a sweet spot, this like sweet moment that happens, unfortunately, pretty often, where there's like a punk rock show or something like very extreme happening in the theater, and then there's also a gathering happening, you know, like a birthday party, something happening in the store, and then we have like an art opening, or
it's like you walking into many different worlds.
Yep, definitely. Miranda Ray's listening party was like incredible here. Excuse My Baggage, the record's so good. She had like the cake like that was shaped like a bag. So yeah, but it's those nights where there's like multiple things happening in every room. That's sort of just the sweet spot of just like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there was that night we had like, there was like a lady's like 50th birthday party, and they were doing like a sip and paint or whatever in the gallery. So it was like these 50-year-old ladies.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh right, 30.
And
right.
then there was like some, you know, teenagers who were organizing like their own show in the theater, and they were all out front like smoking together. Like, I don't know, that type of stuff. I love it.
What about you? It's tough, right?
It's tough, but I'm biased. So whatever event I'm a part of is good.
I mean, Brandy's video shoot was like
yeah.
a very special time because I think there was like a crazy punk show going on, and then we
True.
like an experimental rock show, and then we just took over. We were doing the catwalk, taking over the office, taking over the gallery.
True.
Shout out to Jay Hunt, incredible Smokehouse team.
Yeah.
Amazing video. Check out that track. Buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't even think of. I've had so many, honestly. I would say it was I think what Carter's show. It was I forgot which one it was, but I remember that.
Was so sick.
Yeah, that was dope. I remember me picking up a speaker.
Yeah,
it was dope though. But like I think too, DAP is just so intimate and just so like there's like so many vibes within it that you never know what you're gonna get, but you're always gonna feel satisfied. But yeah,
we're blessed with the size of the space. I think it makes for a good thing. But then you got like Carter's like whole crew is like bouncing on the floor, and like I mean I've never really thought the floor was gonna cave in until
he said I never thought the floor was gonna cave in.
What is it, like All Stars? What was the name of the show?
Yeah, I think it was All Stars.
Good Company. Yeah. I got it.
Good Company All Stars.
But just like the jumping, I don't know what you call that. It's like a mosh dance. Like I mean, it's like a hype thing. Like I mean, we all do it, but it's like
usually the kids nowadays call it mosh. They call it mosh pit. But yeah, let's get into this track. Does Nate have it queued up?
Yeah, we're gonna get into the track, and then after we have some trivia for you guys, and then we're gonna sign off.
Dang.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Having a good time, rolling around, sitting in my fluidity. Ain't it supposed to be an anomaly just to exist so openly? No feeling of responsibility, but if I'm doing me, there ain't an issue, I'm fine. No time. I only wish to see numbers spiritually. Time. Why must I fret when I don't regret letting it slip by? Time. I don't mind. It's just time. Why do all the time? Can't get it away from me. Slipping through my fingers, it's moving through my face. And every time I catch a break, I feel it creeping up on me. But somehow I just can't stay away. What must it be? I only wish to see numbers spiritually. Why must I fret when I don't regret letting it slip by? I don't mind. It's just time.
Woo! That was straight fire. That put me back in
Yeah.
Erykah Badu vibes and stuff.
Well, yeah.
That was up.
Love Kareem.
Yes, we actually had him tomorrow, right? Do the event that we had at the Nubian. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That performance was crazy.
So good.
Shouldn't have missed that.
All right, we're gonna jump into this trivia right here. We got some stuck in the house trivia.
Yeah. Stuck in a house trivia with artists.
Facts. I'm gonna start with the first question, and then you go second question after Seefour.
I want to say this though, but I made this trivia. So if you are not an artist or not, put yourself in an artist's shoes and predicament and do what's best for the selection. All right, go ahead. But this is just to taste like basically this is a trivia to test artists and just people who love music on their musical taste and influence. Go ahead.
All right, you're stuck in the house with an R&B artist and you gotta make a collab album. Is Chris Brown, Daniel, her, and Alicia Keys? Who are you choosing?
I want to do Alicia.
Yeah, I knew you. I don't know why.
It's I don't know.
Keys?
Yeah,
She just seems like a badass also.
Yeah.
She
I wanna
also
hang
good
out.
to work with too, like
Yeah.
professional. I don't know.
Okay. I think I would have to do Chris Brown. I'm definitely go with CB. Just because his versatility, I think he would give dope writing structure to a lot of the songs. They would have always a different feel. And like if I really said like, okay, I feel like he's one of those people you can sit down to as an artist and tap into their mind, like, okay, I'm feeling sad today. And that's the vibes that is gonna be portrayed out of both of y'all to pour out energy. So yeah.
See, yeah, I can't get out of the public mindset because he's controversial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why- That's why I was like, I can't work with Chris Brown. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't feel safe.
Whatever. That's
Yeah,
Okay.
I would probably choose Chris Brown too, just because like I don't know, I grew up listening to him and
Fair.
he's fire.
not the talent, you know.
That's reasonable. Okay. Next one.
You got the next one?
Yep. Okay, you got
I
huh?
said, do you have them pulled up or nah?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So you got to make an hip hop album, collaboration album. Who would you pick? Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick easily.
Yeah.
Kendrick,
He's
easy.
the most far out.
Yeah, he's
same
the
here.
weirdest one.
Yeah, definitely.
Same here. That was definitely my answer.
That's an easy one. I don't know. I feel like he has a dope, like, kind of more philosophical, conceptual stuff behind his work, and I think that would be really interesting to like get creative with that.
Also for me, just like the crossover sort of like appeal, where like I mean, his shit is just so like far out and like heavy, like rock and roll kind of. Like I know that
Yeah.
I see that influence in like you know what I mean? It's like aggressive but like tamed. You know what I mean? Like tamed aggression or something.
Yeah.
And
That's
just
dope.
like just like experimental like beats. Like that's just where I'm coming from as like a
Yeah.
noise and like rock weirdo. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
The Jay-Z, you know,
Yeah.
Nas.
Okay.
If WhySham was here, she would definitely go with Lil Wayne.
Yeah. I know she.
She's like getting a package or something at the door. I don't know.
Tomo.
All right. Next question is, your album has to chart in multiple genres. Who's producing it? Kanye West, DJ Khaled, Rick Rubin, Scott Storch, or Pharrell?
Mm.
He said,
Those are good options. Yeah, I guess I'm just trying not to be too biased because
yeah.
I just like love Rick Rubin. He's like a hero of mine, like white guy in the hip hop scene. Like he's
Right.
just so cool, and like he's obviously undeniable crossover. Like he's done country records and all that.
True.
But
I don't
it's a
know.
tough one.
I think
I
I
would-
would Pharrell.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pharrell as well.
Another far out individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely choose Pharrell.
We're doing trivia.
Sham, if you had to make a collab album and it got a chart in multiple genres, who are you picking to produce it? Kanye West, DJ Khaled, Rick Rubin, Scott Storch, or Pharrell?
DJ Khaled. That's my favorite, hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it got another one. I feel that. Okay, now they're going straight towards you. You got to make a hip hop collab album. Are you picking Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, or Kendrick Lamar?
Wait, who's this for?
We already
It's you.
I'm biased as ever. Like Lil Wayne's my favorite rapper.
Sam said it.
Everybody could be great, but he's the great.
Okay. So you got to make an R&B collab album now. Are you picking Chris Brown, Daniel Caesar, her, or Alicia Keys?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Alicia Keys.
3 across the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
Three, that's crazy.
Alicia Camp.
I promise I was all the way downstairs. I didn't hear no answers.
That's lit. So yeah, thank you for playing Stuck in the House Trivia. I
That
just
is
made
so
that up.
good. That's the best trivia ever.
That's great. I was honestly nervous because I suck at trivia, but that was fun.
Oh man, do we got any live questions that we may want
Anybody
to?
has questions? Comment now.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, so what's is there anything y'all want to kind of wrap it up on as far as for what y'all are doing? May want to advocate for.
Should jump on the blog.
No, I definitely want to talk about the blog, the Brain Arts blog. It's at our website, brain-arts.org. But it's cool. We got a little funding coming in, so we're paying some writers here and there. And
Yep.
you know, we got like the Most High Kingdom track. The Virus came out. And
Yes,
we
that
put
was
that there, and you know, it's kind of a cool mix of like local hip hop and like experimental rock, but also like community groups and stuff. So. And that's like a platform too. So if any people listening, like writers out there, like want to just cover something that's like in the mission-driven arts, like youth empowerment is like a category that we want to like do a lot of work in. So that's like a platform that's out there for y'all. So check that out and, you know, write to us.
Yes, yes. I definitely want to say thank y'all for coming and just chiming in. I'm definitely, you know, watching the growth. I'm hoping everybody's staying safe. I actually had like 2 questions of my own, and this was for you know DAP as an organization, and specifically for DJ WhySham. The one for DAP is, as a venue, what precautions are y'all taking to like stay healthy and keep the environment just clean and people aware?
We were actually really fortunate. We got the hand sanitizer already on deck. So we keep that at the top of the stairs and like outside the bathrooms, like at every sort of stage. And honestly, we're just not entertaining the idea of having too many people in here at once. I mean, it's pretty much a maximum of 5 people that we're trying to have. You got to think like everyone has their own studios now. Like WhySham's got their own studio, so like everyone has their own sort of 6 feet of space. So it's kind of the perfect place to, we could have all 20 artists here and they would all have their own space. So we're just blessed, man. We're blessed.
And I spray a lot of Lysol when everybody leaves.
Yeah. You just gotta drench it. You just gotta I feel it. That's dope. That's the most important thing. Especially as as big as what y'all create and do, to keep it pushing and keep it, moving forward. And like you said, being just an advocate for that. Like, you want to practice what you preach. And it's been great. For DJ WhySham, what is a way you create peace and meaning with your craft in the inner city events? Because me going to events and me being everywhere, you know what I'm saying, I've seen you 75% of the time. So but it's dope because I know what environments I'm gonna be in and what energy I'm gonna be around, which is very important. So how as a DJ, how is a way you create peace and meaning in your craft to be a part of the inner city events?
I would say for me right now, I can honestly say music plays like a heavy role in how we feel. Even right now, I'll just give an example. From 5 to 5:30, I have to DJ a wellness event. It's called Mindful. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the name of the event because I forgot it already. But it's like it's like Mindful Women, but it's about wellness.
Right.
So I started off playing trap music. And that's great and dandy. Like they were all into it. And then I was like, wait a minute, they're about to do yoga. So how can I transition this into like a way that everybody feels comfortable? And of course, like you feel comfortable doing trap, but it's like, is that the mindset that you're about to do it in a calming zone? Right. And so it's just like, we can be calm in a trap environment too, but it's like, no, like let's fit the moment. And I would say just for me as a DJ, just connecting one-on-one, whether it's like, or making the crowd feel like they're one-on-one with me.
Right.
Some DJs are like shouting out and stuff like that. Or even if I was to go on live right now, I want people to feel like they're standing right next to me in my room. So I'm gonna say, I hope you all are feeling well, taking care of yourselves. I'm like constantly boosting right now on social media. Keep your immune systems healthy. Drink juice, drink water, pineapple juice, stuff like that.
Being informative.
Right. Being informative. Right. I can't post events right now, but I can post like little quotes and
Yeah.
That is dope. That is dope. Yeah, man. To really wrap everything up, it's been a pleasure being on here talking to y'all, vibing with y'all.
I got you, man.
And yeah, man. As far as for the people out there, make sure y'all go check out what Dorchester Art Project is doing, because they're definitely making a very stamp in this city to keep it maintaining on a right path. When it comes down to teen empowerment, we are definitely here for anybody in need with anything as far as for help, and we're going to be informative as well. We're going to be doing this every Friday at around the same times with different people and different artists with teens from teen empowerment as well. Tomo would be your host, and I'll probably be co-host, who knows. And yeah, I'm just happy for everything that's going on.
Thanks so much, man. I mean, this is perfect. You're made for this. This is working.
Tomo, any closings?
Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys. Good to hear about your organization and stuff. I wasn't familiar with Brain Art and really with Dorchester Art Project, so it was nice to learn about like what you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to like collaborate in the future.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, in person, wherever, man. We'll keep it up.
Yes. Thank you so much. Y'all stay blessed, stay healthy.
Yep.
Do it for
Everything.
See you on the internet.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Look, I'm trying to put my fingers apart.
So good.
On God. Congrats, bro.
Okay. I'm back. Okay, yeah, but yeah, that's how you do it. It's just
Just keep
extraterrestrial.
it up
Just
until
means
you go
different,
out.
you know.
All right.
Nate, help us get us out of here.
Help. Wait.